Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's late on a Thursday, and I apologize for that. Anyway, we're going to do. I've had a couple people ask me about accessing MTH, QSI, original Proto1 functions with a normal transformer. So tonight, that's what we are going to do. The other thing we are going to do is, like a complete jerk, I totally forgot that quite a long time ago, Hunter Coleman asked me to do a review on this locomotive that you see in front of you here. He saw it in one of my shorts and wanted a quick description, so I will give you that. This actually is an extremely rare MTH locomotive. A lot of people like to call this the BNSF executive scheme, but this one is unique in the fact that Burlington Northern Santa Fe is actually spelled out. The other thing that is unique is see the red and how this guy is actually kind of done in the original war bonnet type of scheme with that red. You don't see this much. And also see how it's got kind of an old school war bonnet scheme up here in front. Pretty neat. I saw this locomotive multiple times here in Denver. BNSF is huge here in Colorado, okay? And that's because of the Burlington Northern and the Santa Fe both had quite a huge presence here in Colorado. This locomotive is from 99. I don't remember if this is Volume 1 or Volume 2, but this is kind of when MTH was starting to hit their stride. They got rid of kind of the Fisher-Price looking figures. You can see there's actually two of them, hopefully. Yeah, there's that other guy. You've got separate grabs on this one. You've actually got see-through on your grills. See that? A separate brake wheel back there. You got a sight glass. And there's separate fan detail. And you also have separately applied lift rings. So, yep, this is right toward the end of QSI. So, this is a good candidate to start with here. So, I did turn the smoke unit on. I don't know how well the smoke unit works on this guy, but let's back him up a little bit. And we're going to do all of this with a CW80, okay? That little piece of junk right there. All right, so to start this off, I brought down one of my, let me put you down for a sec. I brought down one of my instruction books for QSI Proto1. See if I can do this without shadows here. Hold on. Guess we'll do it on my lap. Here are your Proto1 features. Okay. There's your numbers. What the thing does, all sorts of stuff. All right. Over here are the little sounds you're supposed to listen to or listen for while you are doing these things. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do on this engine is number 18. We're going to reset him to all of his factory default settings, because I don't know all what I have done to this locomotive. So let's start with that. All right. I turned the smoke unit on. Like I said, I want to see how this thing smokes. All right. I don't know if you can see it, but this guy's actually smoking pretty good. Okay. So, to do this without a Z4000, you basically have to pump the transformer back and forth. So it said that reset was 18. So we will have to pump this guy 18 times in between 18 volts and 8 volts, ending with it at 8 volts, okay? So I'm going to kind of count this in my head so you guys listen. You'll hear an air release every time it counts up, all right? Pay attention. Okay, we heard 3 clanks, 3 clanks. Let's go back to our instruction manual. Reset 18, default settings, 3 clank, 3 clink. So we're right there, okay? Now, we'll shut the power off. This locomotive is now reset to every single factory default, okay? Full volume, freight yard sounds, squealing brakes, everything. So, let's try to change something. Let's look here real quick. Let's see, let's do something easy. Let's do remote engine volume. Okay, that is reset 6. All right. So keep in mind when you're doing this, the locomotive has to be in the reset position, not neutral. Okay. Reset is anytime power has been interrupted for 3 seconds or more. Okay. You've heard me talk about in the past, like that proto fart after, it goes. That's how you know everything. It's good. All right. So we'll just fire it up. All right. Okay. So, and keep in mind, I'm doing this with just a whistle button and not a bell button. All right. So if you have a post-war ZW, you can do this. So I said 6. Here we go. Listen for 6 air releases. Okay, so now we hit the whistle button and you'll hear me be able to select sound levels. 100% volume. 50% volume. 25% volume. Nothing. Keep in mind whenever we do this, your horn and bell will be full level, okay? All right, so let's shut them down. No sound, all right? That'll just make it easier. Listen for the proto fart. Okay, hear that little everything's gone. We're good. Okay, so another thing you can do here, say you want to, I've mentioned in the past, you turn these guys on. Let me get them out of reset here. Okay, now I'm in neutral. And you've heard me say that I hit the whistle button and the horn blows, right? Or not the horn, but the bell, right? So here, whistle button, listen. Okay, there is a reason for that, okay? The reason is when QSI originally designed the sound system.
There's 4 ore and then there's an empty pitch car, I believe.
So there's some ore cars. QSI knew that everybody didn't have a bell button. So the purpose of that is if you want to access your, they call it Proto.
Can I get out the north end of the spot track there, John?
Sorry. They call
Can
it.
I get out the north end of the spot track there, John?
I think so there, buddy. Anyway, they called it their Freight Yard Proto effects. It's basically PFA in the new ones, all right? So I want to go into that. How you access that is you have to have the bell dinging for 3 seconds. All right? So if you don't have a transformer that has a bell button, you can access it from neutral here. Listen, all right? I'm going to hit the whistle button for 3 seconds, and you're going to hear an air release. That lets you know that the freight yard effects, or whatever you want to call it, are activated. Okay? Stand by.
We'll do roundabout.
Hear that air release? I activated it. So now what I do is I go into my next directional state, whether it be forward or reverse, and then I'll go into neutral again, and that will automatically activate that feature. Stand by.
.378 here in A yard.
Okay, and to cycle through the different versions of this, hit your direction button. So I'll let you listen to some of the different sounds here. Okay, I'm going to hit the direction button. You'll hear something different. You can hear like forklifts and trucks going and all sorts of stuff. Hit the direction button again. Okay, you hear that door close? You know we're getting close here.
378 A yard.
Okay, so we said 370 leaving A yard. I hit the direction button one more time, and now it will do everything automatically.
Roger, 378, move out.
Okay, now we're done. Let's bring him up closer to us a little bit here, and I'm going to put him back in reset. All right, let's listen to our proto fart. There we go. All right, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to put some volume into the sound. So remember I said that's reset number 6. So let's power him up again. And remember, I'm doing this all with the whistle button. All with the whistle, not the bell button. All right? Number 6. Okay, we heard one clink, one clank. Let's check our instruction manual. Reset 6, engine volume. The default is full. One clank, one clink. Now we hit our whistle button to select what we want. Full. 50%, which is what I like. To lock this in, remove power. Wait for our proto fart. Good to go. Now when I fire this up, you will hear it go back to that middle volume setting. Okay, listen. See how it's on middle? And squeaking brakes. All right, so let's say I have a transformer that has a bell button, okay? I don't have a ZW. let's go ahead and program it so we can blow that horn in neutral. All right, so come back to our little instruction sheet here, and you will see, I can't read, hold on here, 25, right? Horn in neutral. 5 clanks, 0 clanks. So give me a minute here. I'm going to fire this up in reset, and I have to count to 25 times, all right? Stand by. There we go. All right, so to access that, we'll just hit our whistle button. 1 ding, bell in neutral. 2 ding, horn in neutral. Okay, we're going to lock it in, remove power. Okay, Proto fart, let's put our power back on. Remember, we're going to start in reset. We have to get it into neutral. So I'll have to select a directional state before we can access this, okay? So hold on. Reset. And now we're going to go forward to neutral. Okay, now after that air release, we're in neutral, all right? Let's push our whistle button and see what happens. We have a horn in neutral.
And then there's an empty pitch car, I believe.
And also,
And then there's an empty pitch car, I believe.
and also, if you don't like that neutral cab chatter, you can shut that off as well. So, once again, look at all of our stuff. You'll see the cab chatter on off. That would be reset number, what's that say, 23? So we can shut it off right there too. So anyway, there are more things you can do with these guys. This is just a quick overview, and I'm showing you how to do this without a Z4000. So if anybody has any questions about this, or you would like me to do something else, please let me know. It is no big deal.
Can I get out the north end of the spot track there, Josh?
That dude's more talkative than I am. If you'd like to know how to lock it into a directional state or something like that, let me know, okay? I'd be more than happy to show that. So anyway, I hope that cleared it up. It's not that difficult. These things are really easy. I'll be 100% honest with you. I have never done this with this ZW, and it actually worked. CW, I'm sorry. My later QSI Proto1 units seem to not have too big of a problem with this CW, meaning this one, my E8s and that Amtrak F59. But anyway, that's how you access some of these features. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I didn't go too fast. If you want me to explain something else or give you more detailed pictures of this original instruction book, let me know. Other than that, I hope you got something out of that. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.